Guys, those who are joining right now, like I said, 2 minutes and we'll start. But just to let you know how things will be going today, it will not be just for the YouTube list as usual. Today we'll go for more than one list. It will be the YouTube list. We'll start with the YouTube list, which is this one. I cover for you the bigger picture. I'll share with you some patterns, some tips, and a lot of advice that will help you in your trading. So what I want you to do first, I want all of you guys to first of all like and share the live if you can on your social media platforms. And I want you to watch till the end, because during the forecast, I might be giving you guys a lot of tips that some of you might need only one tip that will change your trading style. And I'll give you a lot of examples anyway during the forecast. So we'll wait just for 2 minutes before we start. And to let you know, we'll cover this one, YouTube list, we'll go for the indices, we'll go for the other pairs as well, some cryptos, and at the end of the session or in the middle, I'll take your questions. So please hold on to your questions, guys, because like I said, I'm streaming from Zoom, so it will be a lot of delay, like 20 seconds, around 10 to 20 seconds, between you hear my voice and between I'm reading your questions on YouTube. So for that thing, to not cut the thing in the middle, I'll start with the analysis, and probably I'll ask a few questions in the middle. Make sense? By the way, some of our members, moderators, they'll be also answering few general questions in the chat. If you have any general question, they will answer it. So let's get started. As usual with the XY. As most of you know, we were biased to the upside for the dollar. And this was not only from here or from last week, this was way before. And if you are following us on social media, we were guys basically sharing the analysis on Instagram, Telegram, and all our social media platforms before this up move. And if I go to the weekly chart, just to share with you the bigger picture here, this is the weekly chart of the dollar. I'll do the analysis for you, top-down analysis, and this is what we do usually before we go and give you the prediction for any pair. As you can see, this is a low, and market went up here. After this up wave, market gave us a corrective structure. This is called a corrective structure. And the corrective structure for this DXY started here, and it ends here. Some of you are familiar with Elliott waves. They might find this correction as a weight correction. But the point is, the way we see the waves is different. I give you some hints during the forecast, but just to let you know, this is the corrective structure for DXY. After this down wave, market started to push up. It gave us another correction, this up move. Corrective structure, this up wave. Now, this was the second impulse of the weekly structure. After that, market gave us a corrective structure here. Some of you who have like a bit of knowledge about wave analysis or Elliott waves, with full respect for all of you guys, but a lot of wave analysts, they don't know the difference between a pullback and the difference between a corrective structure. And since a lot of you are watching us since the past few years, and a lot of you are honest to Elliott waves, you are like our usual followers, you follow us on a weekly basis, today I give you some hints and I want you to take notes as well. Pullback, guys, it can be just a one wave, but a corrective structure, it cannot be one wave. Corrective structures, guys, are minimum 3 waves. Regardless of the time frame, regardless of the asset, a corrective structure is always 3 waves minimum. All right? So after this corrective structure here, market started to push up. Regardless of the news, regardless of any fundamental analysis, I am analyzing for you now purely the structures, waves and structures. And also during the forecast, I'll explain you about the market makers' footprints and retail traders' behavior. So once you start to analyze this part, guys, once you start to go for the top-down analysis, everything will start to be clear for you, because wave analysis in general is a top-down analysis. If you will be only trading the 5-minute chart, you might be lost. Why? Because you might be taking a buy setup here and market will reverse on you. Especially if you don't have a trading system, or if you are trading without stop loss and you are not following weighted waves for golden rules. Those rules, guys, we are sharing them on every single forecast. So after this corrective structure, market started to push up here. After this up wave, this is 5-wave structure. It's a clear 5-wave structure. After this up wave, we started to get this pullback. This down wave here is just the first wave of the next structure. All right? Guys, those who are asking questions, please hold on. In the middle of the forecast or after I finish the first list, I'll take your questions only for this first list, for the YouTube list. After that, we go for the next one. So this wave here is just the first wave of the next structure, regardless if this is a reversal to the downside or this is just a corrective structure for another push up. Now, all I want you to know that this is the first wave. Whatever market will do here, it will correct after this wave. There is no way. This is how the market moves, guys, 95% of the times. An example regarding this one, look at this. So after this drop, market gave us a corrective structure. After this drop, market gave us a corrective structure. This is how market moves 95% of the time. So if I go to the daily chart now, this is the interesting part. By the way, this is what we have shared in social media platform, only this part. But before doing this analysis, guys, we do all the technical analysis, fundamental analysis, before we go and give you the next prediction. And that's basically the, I would say, the power of knowledge and the power of weighted waves concept, because the way we see the charts is different. Regardless if you are mastering chart patterns, Elliott waves, any other wave analysis concept, Fib levels, indicators, with full respect to all your methodologies, but weighted waves concept, guys, is different. It's a combination of for more than one methodology. Also, those of you are mastering smart money concept or order blocks, if, guys, you do not master wave analysis, you will take a lot of, I will not say bad trades, but you will get a lot of losing trades. Because like I said, you might be getting a buy setup here, and if you get in this buy and market reverses on you, you'll be losing big. So getting back to this part here. After this drop, we've got a corrective structure, drop, another correction, and here is the most interesting part. After this drop, market makers, they give you here what? Double bottom. This double bottom formation, guys, is the perfect pattern for almost, I would say, 50 to 70% of retail traders, because this is what the brokers taught you. This is what the free videos on YouTube taught you. The patterns that are common, this is the patterns that market makers are watching, and their algos are targeting the liquidity under these double bottoms or above the double tops. I have shared this with you more than once on YouTube, and most of you know that. So after this drop, I go to the 4 hours now. After this drop here, you can see that market makers were building liquidity under these lows. We've got this up wave, and this one, a lot of retail traders got trapped. Why? Because a lot of breakout traders get in this buy here to the upside. Well, market makers dropped the market to the downside, and after this drop, we started this up move. This up move was clear. A lot of our members made money with this up wave. I'm saying this up wave, that doesn't mean they bought dollar. They were trading the other majors, because if the XY is moving up, your dollar will fall, pound dollar will fall, Aussie dollar will fall, and a lot of other pairs as well. But just to let you know, they will be falling only if the dollar is the factor. Okay? So after this up wave, what we've got here, we've got a corrective structure, small corrective structure, one push up, another corrective structure, one push up. This is a typical 5-wave structure. It's an impulsive wave. You can call it motive waves. Those of you who knows about wave analysis, they call it like motive wave, which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Labeling, guys, is, I'll not say is nothing, but it's just roadmap. We use labeling at weighted waves, and weighted waves members, they use labeling just to know where they are in the bigger picture. That's all. Because your job is not to prove that weighted waves is working or to prove that Elliott waves is working. Your job is to make money on a consistent basis. And basically, all of you know the proof that we are making money from trading. And not only that, our members are passing funded trader challenges. You know this, and we have posted this also on our social media platforms. And you can go to our website to see that. Before I go to what next here, I'll show you here this structure. After this up wave, market dropped. What do we have here? Equal lows. What this means? Liquidity. So after this corrective structure, one more drop. A lot of members, they took a buy here. And after this up wave, we said market will correct for another push up, or if market will drop under this low, another up wave will be coming. Why do you think I mentioned this? Because this was a possibility. This drop here, guys, it was just to take almost all the traders who went for this buy out, or the traders who went for this uptrend out before they move market up again. I'm talking here purely structure. All of you know as well, WTW members and all of our followers as well, that on every Sunday session, we go for fundamental analysis first, we go for Forex calendar, we analyze the news event, and we align this one with the structures. And if your wave analysis align with your fundamental analysis, this is where you will get the high accuracy. And that's why, guys, we have the high accuracy in our forecasts. Make sense? So let's get back to here. After this up wave, we've got this corrective structure and then another push up. A corrective structure here, another push up. All of you know the reason for this drop, the reason for this up wave, and the reason for this up wave as well. We were having here US data and FP, CPI, all of them were aligned with the structure. Now, after this up wave, we started to get a drop. And most of traders, they'll be like, oh my God, now dollar will be falling all the way to break this low. And this is called the fear of missing out. If you cannot control your emotions, guys, you'll be making a lot of mistakes in trading. Trading is a waiting game. So it's 10% analysis, 10%, I would say, decision making process, and 80% is waiting. Clicking a trade is very simple. You just go and click the buy or click the sell. It's simple. But if you are not trained in the right way to trade correctly, you'll be losing again and again. And most traders, they face this problem, basically, the fear of missing out. And this one, you cannot control it if you don't have the right knowledge, if you don't have a mentor that he can really guide you to how to trade correctly. Make sense? So controlling your emotions, or I would say fear of missing out, is the biggest problem, because a lot of traders will be jumping in here in the sell and market will reverse on them to the upside again. So what here the market will do, or what market might do here for the next week, because this is the most important part. What's next? This is hindsight. But for us as We Trade Waves, we are here with you guys on almost every single week to give you the predictions. And this was since 2018. And you know the accuracy. Those of you are new, make sure to subscribe and go back and watch some of our previous forecasts. After this drop, what's next? This is the most important part. And based on this structure, I can tell you after this drop, market will correct upwards, and then one more push down before the up wave, or we'll get another push up from here. So for me, regardless what the market will do, I'll be waiting here. I'll be waiting for a pullback or a corrective structure before I go for the next trade. Now, those of you who made money here, you can either wait, or if you are still in the trade, make sure to move your stops to profits or move your stops to break even and let the market unfold. If you get a corrective structure, you close your trade. For now, and based on the current structure, I am still biased to the upside for the XY. This up wave, we started to get a pullback here. The next level, if this DXY will push up again, is 105. This level, guys, is where I will be waiting market to give me a reaction. This 105, it might be this structure, it might go up from here, or we might get a corrective structure, one more drop before the up wave. I'm still biased to the upside, and any sell setup from current levels, it might be dangerous. Why is that? Because if you will sell from here, the logical stop loss will be above the top. And we as We Trade Waves, we have more than 4 strategies basically. And on every Q&A session that we conduct on a monthly basis, we give a loss. So stop loss are not always above the major highs or major lows, but just I'm saying the logical stop loss. If you want to sell from the current levels from here, and you need to put stop loss here, where's the risk management? Because if you are selling from here and putting stop loss here, as risk management, you should not take a trade with a less than 3-to-1 in terms of risk management, because risk management, guys, is very important. If you have basically 70% win rate, but every time you lose 1 and you gain 0.5 or you gain 0.3, what's the point? So risk management is something you have to pay attention to. If you are selling from here, where's the target? If your target is here, long term, you will lose your account, because this will be basically 0.5-to-1 in terms of risk management. So you know the math, right? You know what I'm talking about, guys. Risk management is very important part. Risk management, if you do not apply it correctly, or if you don't know how to apply it correctly, you'll be losing again and again. And that's where basically the 4 golden rules kicks in. Do not jump in, do not over risk and overtrade, never ever add to losing position. And the 4th one, all of you know it, right? I'm just reading some questions, guys. Someone is saying video quality is low. Can you confirm, guys, that the video quality is all right? Because I think it's from his internet connection, if I'm not wrong. I'll just be waiting for this message to appear, and after that, I'll continue. Right. So probably from the connection, I believe that YouTube probably later on, once they will do the full HD, it will be better. Right. So some of you guys are good, some of you are not. So later on, once this recording will be available on YouTube, you will see it in better version, I'm sure. So it might be, guys, from your internet connection. That might be the problem. Anyway, coming back to here. After this drop, I'll be waiting for market to correct, one more fall, and then up wave or up from here. Okay? This is for the XY. In terms of structure, the bigger picture structure, we are still in a downtrend here. If market will break this top with a sharp move to the upside, another corrective structure, one will push up. And this up wave, guys, it will be just a corrective structure or a part of the big corrective structure. After this up move, if dollar will continue to the upside and will not reverse from here to the downside, because this is a possibility, but we'll update you during our Sunday and Wednesday sessions later on, and during our Saturday sessions as well. But if dollar will continue to the upside sharp and break this top here, this means the structure will correct for another push up. And this corrective structure, it will be taking time. Okay? Now, for this one, if I'm expecting the XY to start moving up, if you want to go for a buy setup as a scalping trade, you can go for it. Nothing wrong with that. If this is not your trading style, you should not go for it. You should wait, because if you made money here and you made money here, enjoy the profits and wait for the market to give you a better structure. All right? Those of you who want to scalp, you can go for this buy. Or those of you who are biased to the upside, you can go for this buy. Nothing wrong with that. Those of you who are biased to the downside, you have to wait for market to correct, or you have to wait for market to push up to break this top, tap 105, and you look for sell setups. That's exactly what you have to do. For me personally, I'll ignore any buy setup and I'll be waiting for market to give me a sell setups before I go for the next trade. Okay? After the sell setup short term, I'm looking for my buy setups again. Wave by wave, step by step. So, euro dollar, on the other hand, for this one, also you know that we're biased to the downside. Those of you guys who are not following us on social media, make sure to follow us here, because we have shared for you the answers for euro dollar here, this one, and we have shared with you the trades of the week for gold, and also the DXY analysis more than once. And this DXY analysis was way before the market move. This basically, just to show you this one, look at this. This analysis here, it was before this up move. We said market will correct, it will give us a corrective structure, wait this corrective structure to finish before you go for the next buy setup. This is the corrective structure here. This is the corrective structure here, guys. You can see it on the charts. This was the first impulse, and this here, I'll show you now. This was the corrective structure. And look at this. This, we put this one here because we knew that market might push down once more before the upwave. This is pure, guys, knowledge and market structures. So you know this now from the XY. Euro. After this drop, might give us corrective structure, one more fall, upwave to take everybody out, and now I explain you why. Wave analysis, guys, is only analysis of the mass psychology of all market participants, including retail traders, big banks, big investors. So once you know how the market moves, you'll be able to predict the next wave. As example, market makers, if they will push market to the upside, they will not push it in a straight line. They have to grab liquidity before they push market back up. One more time, grab liquidity before they push market back up. Now, those of you who think that market move in 5 waves, sometimes you will see 7, sometimes you will see 9, 10, and even more, because this is a trend. And an uptrend, you cannot limit it for 5 waves or 3 waves. A trend, guys, it can be 5, can be 3, it can be 6, 7. No matter how many waves you will have here, this uptrend will end only once you get the sign for the reversal. In other means, this move is created by market makers. Impulsive waves are only made by market makers. The corrective structure is retail traders' behavior. Now, I'll explain you this one step by step, and I'll show you here what they have done. Once you see market dropping, a lot of retail traders will be in the sell here. Market will correct. In lower time frames, this will be an uptrend, because this uptrend, guys, will trap a lot of retail traders who don't know about bigger picture. They just go with the trend, and they just go for the smaller time frames, 1 minute, 5 minutes. At retail waves, the lowest time frame we go for is 15 minutes. This is the lowest time frame. We go all the way from yearly, weekly, daily, 4 hours, 1 hour. If we need to go for 15 minutes, we go for it. If you go in lower time frames, guys, you will start to see noise and you will start to lose more, because a lot of noise in lower time frames. So for this part, this is an uptrend for a lot of retail traders. Once you see market going up here in slow mode, you will expect market to drop, take liquidity, and push back up. And this market makers behavior, guys, repeats again and again and again. Your job is to understand this behavior and trade the next wave. This behavior or this structure, I can show it for you on every single chart, on every single time frame, on every single structure. Example, look at this. Up, correction, up. Now, some of you will be saying, Alan, why this is not the corrective structure here? Because this is weighted waves, guys. The way we see structures and the way we see patterns is different. And that's why I always say you have to learn how to trade correctly before you risk your money. And that's not something impossible. Trading is not easy. It will become easy only after you learn how to trade correctly. All right? Now, what they have done here, coming back to this point. After this drop, we've got up, correction, up. Look at this. Let me go to 1 hour. Remember, all of this was on the same, I would say, direction. We were biased to the downside. So any upwave here, it will be just a pullback or a corrective structure. Up, correction, up. A lot of retail traders will get in the buy here. And to be precise, the breakout traders. Because breakout traders, they'll wait market to go up, correct, and they will go for this bar to the upside. And look what happened here. They are trapped, and the market dropped after that. Here, the same thing, because the breakout traders are for the both directions. Those who are biased to the upside, they will get in here, put stop loss here, and those who are biased to the downside, they will get in here and put stop loss here. This, guys, what they taught you on the free videos, on, I would say, from the ads that you can see on Facebook, from all the free stuff that you can get. You cannot learn how to trade correctly for free, right? And this is something, guys, it will cost you a lot of time, it will cost you a lot of money before you discover this. So what we give you as We Trade Waves as solution, we give you guys the solution to learn how to trade correctly in a short time, and short time doesn't mean like 1 week or 1 month. Our traders, they took 3 to 4 months, even 6 to 8 months before they mastered the concept. But the faster you join, the faster you will learn the concept. Because if you keep, guys, wasting your time and money, I think you will be doing this again and again, and you will keep longer accounts, and you will keep regretting why you didn't learn before you lost the big account. And I'm repeating this again because we have a lot of traders, guys, who lost, I would say, more than millions of dollars before they join us. And I'm serious about that. A lot of traders, they might probably go live later with us to share with you the experience. So anyway, these numbers here that are out, and these numbers are out. This week, it was a manipulation. Yes, it was based on news event, but this was manipulation to take these numbers out, and the market dropped. If you took this sell, or you took any sell from here, or any sell after this corrective structure, you must have made a lot of money, because we were biased to the downside and market dropped. Corrective structure, drop. What's next? This is an up wave. If we get one push up and market corrects, another push up will be coming. If market went up, or if market starts to drop from here very sharp and very fast, we are going to break this low once more. In all the cases, if you made money from here, you have to wait. If you want to scalp this one, you can scalp this one to the downside. Nothing wrong with that. If market gave us a corrective structure, you look for buy setups, and then after that, market will push back up. Make sense? Under this low, we're having liquidity. And liquidity was our topic covered during our last monthly Q&A session. Market broke this one once, pull back, a drop. Corrective structure drop, and then we've got this up wave. Those of you who get in this buy, make sure, guys, to move your stops and let the market unfold. I suggest you to take more than 50 to 70% off and leave the rest at break even. Bigger picture for this one is the same as DXY, and we have covered this one also on our social media platforms. You know the bigger picture. But for the euro, all of you know the eurozone, what's happening at the moment, right? If this one will correct, one more fall, a big corrective structure might happen for another drop. This is the bigger picture for your dollar. If we get this structure, this is the only structure that will give us a bigger sign that market will push back up. Without that, any up wave here, I'll consider as a corrective structure for another drop. Make sense? Pound dollar. This was crazy because personally, I trade pound dollar and I like it. If you go to the daily chart, I go with you for the weekly chart to give you the bigger picture. And after that, I go step by step to all time frames. This structure, guys, our previous members, they know that we predicted this wave from here to the downside. And this was in one of our previous courses. So after this drop, market give you a corrective structure, drop, a corrective structure here, and drop. This was the low, which means after this low, market will push up to give you a corrective structure for another up wave. So whatever pound dollar is doing at the moment, it's correcting. And this corrective structure, you can make a lot of money trading this corrective structure. If we go to the daily, and let me go to the 4 hours again, just to show you, this was the low. Market went up, gave us a running flat. After this running flat, market pushed up. And we said this will be a corrective structure or a part of the corrective structure. Those of you remember. And to give you also one more learning, I would say, in regards to this structure, every time you see market going slowly to the downside like this, any new low will be the potential last low, which means any low market will print you have to look for your buy setups. And this was here a structure that we're waiting for before we go for this buy. After this buy, market started to push down, corrective structure, drop. Let me zoom in and show you the bigger picture of this structure here. We've got here a drop. This was a perfect setup for us. Give us a contracting flat, a drop. Here, last Sunday, those of you who don't know about our Sunday and Wednesday sessions, guys, these sessions are for WTW members. And in these sessions, we cover the levels, we cover the structures in detail. And I'm giving you this explanation now, or like today on YouTube, just to give you a hint how we usually go for the structures on our live sessions, on our Sunday and Wednesday live sessions. To get access to our Sunday and Wednesday live sessions, you have to subscribe to WTW membership. You can go to our website to read about it. So, pound dollar. After this drop, this was perfect reaction, up, correction, want to push up, and then the fall. If you sold this one, guys, from here to here, you must have made a lot of money. We knew that the market will push up because here, if market will correct, another push down from here. But we've got a sharp up wave. This sharp up wave was a sign to us that market will break the top. We've got a small correction, push up, and then the fall. This is a complete structure. This is a regular flat, by the way. This is a contracting flat, and this is a regular flat. After that, market dropped, and we were targeting 1.1925. You can see the market here. And those who are in our live sessions, you know, guys, the levels, right? After this one, we've got the reaction to the upside. What's next? Same thing. This is a sharp up wave. If we get a corrective structure here, one will push up for pound. This corrective structure, you have to wait for it. If you want to scalp this one to the downside, you go for it. You get in the sell if you'd like, if you get a sell setup, and let the market unfold. If you get in the sell, make sure to risk small and make sure to move your stops as soon as you are in profits for more than 1-to-1, which means if you are risking $500, once you are in profits for $500, you move your stops to break even. Move your stops to break even means move your entry, move your stop loss level to the entry level. Okay? If you want to go for this sell, for scalpers, there's no harm. For swing traders, wait for market to give you a clear corrective structure and you go for the next buy setup. If this will push there and give you a corrective structure, you can go for the sell. Once you get in the sell, again, this is for swing traders. Once you get in this sell, you make sure to move your stops and manage your trades. Make sense, guys? Those of you are biased to the upside, you have to wait for market to correct before you go for the next buy setup. Personally, I'll wait market to correct before I go for the next trade. Any trade from the middle is not my trade. And that's, guys, very important factor. It's not every time you look at charts, you have to click the trade. You are not addicted to click trades. Or basically, all of you or all of us are addicted to click trades. You have to manage your emotions in order to trade correctly. And without the correct knowledge, without someone teaching you how to do that or why you should not do that, you'll be doing the same mistake. And trust me on that, one single mistake, guys, can break your account. One single trade, one single wave. You know why? Because if you are over-risking here to the upside, this will break your account. If you are jumping in without knowing what you are doing, you will break your account. If not now, later on. If you are jumping in here to the upside and market started to fall, if you will add here to losing position, you are doubling your risk. If you will add here again to losing position, you will be tripling your risk, and so on and so forth. Never ever add to losing position. Yes, if you add to losing trade, you will break even faster. But trust me, if you do that, guys, one single move, it will break your account. I agree with you, you will break even faster, which will be here, but here you are doubling your risk without knowing. Or you know that, but you are ignoring this emotion. Guys, we are traders at the end of the day. We are humans and we make mistakes. But we are here to help you get rid of these mistakes. Make sense? All I want from you for 2023, to not break your account. And the 4 golden rules are enough trust me, are enough for you to not break your accounts. Okay? So for pound dollar, we're biased to downside. Market gave us the drop. We've made money here in this drop. And now I'll give you the scenarios here. For pound dollar, above these tops, we have liquidity. So I'm still seeing 1.25 as a level. Can this one go from here to the upside to break this top? Yes, it can, but it's not a high probability chance for me at the moment. We can get a corrective structure, want to push up. After this up wave, I will check the structure and I'll update you. If we get one more fall, market can fall to break this low once more, another push up will be coming. And even this corrective structure, it might get complex. All of this, guys, will update you step by step on every single week. If you want faster access to these updates, you need to go for the Sunday and Wednesday sessions. Right. I go for Aussie dollar. Once I finish this one, guys, I'll take your questions. Please do not repeat the questions. Like I said, some of our moderators are answering the general questions. But after I finish this list, I'll take your questions. All right. Keep watching till the end. A lot of tips will be shared during the middle. Perfect. So Aussie dollar, guys, I think you remember this, right? Especially WTW members, from above 70 to 68. And look what the market did here. We've got the drop, we've got a corrective structure, and just to mention the levels for those who cannot see the levels here, this is basically 0.70, and this is 0.68. Now, after this drop, if you get in this trade to downside, market went down, it gives you a corrective structure, drop, a pullback. We still have a possibility for one more drop here. If market will drop to this level, you have to take all your profits. And if you get in the sell, you are in profits anyway. So manage your trades, take partial profits, and let the market unfold. What's next? Sorry about that. What's next? If market will correct, want to push up. After this up wave, we'll see what the market will do. For now, one more push down is still a possibility. Is this a tradable move? Yes, it's a tradable move. But you can trade this wave only if you have a good month. If you have a profitable month, you go for this trade. If you have a losing month, you leave it, because this is not the best trade for Aussie dollar. The best trade was from here and was from here. Any trade in the middle is a low probability chance trade. If you go for this sell, this is only for scalpers. Anytime market give us a corrective structure, you might go for buy setups for swing traders. If you want to sell this one, make sure to move stops and manage your trades. If market corrects and you want to go for buy setups after this up wave, we'll make sure to update you. Now, one more thing in regards to trends, guys. A lot of times you will see market going to the upside, corrects, up, a pullback very sharp, it will break this low and then up again. You know why? With respect to all of you guys who trade smart money concept, here under this low we have liquidity. And if you are going for this buy, there is still a group of traders, I would say a big group of traders, who will put stop loss under this low. So this sort of patterns, guys, is very important to know and very important to watch, because this pattern, it can be an expanding flat or it can be another pattern that will be sharp up, sharp down. Usually, Aussie dollar is familiar with the expanding flats. Up, drop, correction, drop, and then up again. And just to give you another proof about the knowledge, about the experience, if you go to the weekly chart, look at this. So once you master the charts, guys, once you master the patterns, you will know basically every single pair, what patterns it does, at what time it moves, what sessions you have to go for, which strategy you have to apply, and so on and so forth. You will have the PhD of the pair. And that's why you have seen a lot of our members passing funded trading challenges, because they know what to look at. We do not help them to pass these challenges. They do it by themselves. All we do, we teach them how to trade correctly. That's all. And WTW membership is the only solution you need to become a successful trader. All right? So this in regards to the patterns that I'm showing you. You will see market going up, drop, correction, up, and then after that, a drop to break this low, up again. This is called an expanding flat. As a just, I would say, a practice for you, you go back to your charts and you try to find these patterns. These are very important and very powerful patterns, expanding flats. And anything, guys, you can find it in, I would say, 4 hours daily. It's applicable for any time frame. All right. So for Aussie dollar, like I said, this can fall from here before we start to get another corrective structure. And this one can correct for another push up. The first, I would say, the first move that I can see for now is towards the downside. If market will correct, you know what to do. If market will correct, another upwave will be coming. Okay? How far this go, we'll update you step by step. For now, the structure is in the making. And when the structure is in the making, you have to wait for the correction to complete and for the complete structure to finish. Make sense? Dorian, also this was great because from here, remember the forecast. After the sharp up, sharp down, we said market will correct, it will push back up, it will fall, and then up again. This was the structure. Up, drop, correction, up, another correction, and up again. We're biased to the upside for dollar yen, and you know that we're expecting yen to fall. And this was the move here to the upside. This was due to dollar strength and yen weakness as well. Now, after this upwave, we've got a correction, up, correction, up, another corrective structure, and up again. We broke this top. Look at this. This was the top. We broke this top. Market started to fall. What next? If you are in the buy, make sure to take profits because after this drop, we're expecting market to correct, one more fall before it goes back up if it needs to go up. The structure here, it can get extended before we go for the next wave. So for now, corrective structure, one more push down for dollar yen. This is how I can see market will behave next. Any buy setup from current levels is a low probability chance move. Any buy setup from here, I'll be waiting for market to push up. Another hint, I'll be waiting for market to push up, correct, before I go for the next buy. Without this structure, I will not go for any buy setup. This is the only structure that I'm waiting for if I'm biased to the upside. Or this is the only structure that you should wait for if you are biased to the upside and you want to buy dollar yen. Okay? Those of you are biased to the downside, all you have to do is to wait for market to correct before the drop. All right? New Zealand dollar, the bigger picture for this one, guys, the daily chart is showing us that this structure, it will be a correction for another upwave. And that's why we're biased to the upside for New Zealand dollar. If you go to the 4 hours, market dropped. We're expecting market to go up from here. Instead, we've got a corrective structure. Now, if you are wrong in a forecast, or if we are wrong in a forecast, just to speak about us, that doesn't mean we are losing money. And if we are losing money, the maximum loss will be a small loss. All right? If you are wrong on the forecast, the worst case scenario, it should be small loss. After you click a trade, guys, you only have four outcomes. Small win. Yes, that's correct. So after you get in the trade, you only have 5 outcomes. Small loss, big loss, break even, small win, or big win. If you can remove the big loss situation from your outcomes, you will be fine. Because if you can manage, guys, the big loss to get rid of it, you will be fine. But most of traders, they break their accounts first thing first because of the lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge means you don't know what to do next. We all love trading. You love trading. And the way they market trading as a get-rich-quick scheme, they are trapping hundreds or thousands of traders. But Again, if you can get rid of the big loss situation by following retail waves 4 golden rules, you will be fine. All right. So after this corrective structure, market dropped, correction drop, and now here we can get another drop. This drop, if we get it under this low, any buy setup we get, we'll go for it. Even if this buy setup will be a corrective structure. I'm changing the color for you to show you the structures and just explain you what market can do next. If we get a corrective structure here, we will go for the buy, but we will manage our trades. If this one will correct here, one will push down to break this low, and this low is very possible. If we get a correction and you want to go for this sell, nothing wrong with that. You can go for it, but make sure to risk small. After this drop, under this low, you have to take profit. Okay? Next level, 61.5. So if you got 6150 here, this is where I'm expecting market to react. And react, it might be an up wave to break these tops, or it might be a big corrective structure. In all the cases, if we get a correction, one push down is very possible for New Zealand dollar. Whatever wave you want to trade, it's up to you. For me, I'll ignore New Zealand dollar for now, and I'll wait for the bigger picture to complete before I go for the next trade. Guys, once I finish this one, I'll read the questions again, all right? But please do not repeat the questions. I'll try to go up in the question list once I finish this one to try to answer as many questions as possible, okay? I'll finish this thread list, and after that, I'll read the questions. Pound yen, another perfect trade. After this corrective structure, market went up. This was a contracting flat. Up, correction, up. Market corrects, and we are pushing up again. So I'll go to the 1 hour again, just to show you the market makers' behavior. You can see here, after this up wave, market dropped. They gave us this up, correction, and here we have a small uptrend. This small uptrend is just to trap retail traders in the buy. All of them who put stop loss here, they are out. After this drop, the structure is completed, or it's about to complete. Because after this structure, we can get one more down. I'm not saying this is a high probability chance move. I'm saying this is a possibility, which means if you are in the buy, you have to manage your trades. If you are not in the buy, if you get a sell setup here, make sure to risk small if you want to sell. For me, I'll ignore any sell setup. The next wave for this one is towards the upside to break this top once more. So for now, if we get a corrective structure, one push up will be coming for this one. And the next wave or the next move, it will be going to 163. If this will be pushing up, 163 is the next reaction level, because above this top, this one, and this one, we still have liquidity. And to add into this one, we have also our levels that we look at before we go for the next reaction. Those levels, guys, we teach them inside WTW membership, okay? And once you join WTW membership, you will get access to our latest masterclass course. So after I finish this one, I'll explain more about that. Yes, oil. WTW members, you know that we're biased to the downside, and this is a trade as well for you. And all of them who trade US oil and are in WTW membership, they must be in the sun, and they are making money at the moment, because we knew that after this upwave, market will fall. And this is not only based on structures, this is based on fundamental analysis as well, and macroeconomic factors. So after this drop, what's next? If you are in the sell, make sure to take 70% off and move the rest at break even. If market give us a corrective structure, another fall will be coming. I'm just giving the smaller structure because this one, it can get complex and we need more ways before the next move. Those of you are in, you must be in the sell. If you are in the sell, you must be already in profits. And if you are making profits, you can take profits, nothing wrong with that, or you move your stops to break even and let the market unfold. Now, those of you are not in, if you are in trade US oil, the buy setup from here is not a bad trade, but it might be very dangerous. If you want to go for this buy, make sure to manage your stops and make sure to risk small. It's the same thing for those who are biased to the downside. Now, I'm not saying that market can go up or can go down. All what I'm trying to say, we're biased to the downside, and this was the trade. Now, the structure is in the making. If we get a correction, another drop will be coming. Okay? Gold, guys, this is crazy because it's not for only this one. You can go back to watch our previous forecast and even WTW members. You must remember how T is covering this one step by step, level by level, and pip by pip. Not only that, if I say to you something, you must remember about seasonality. So from here we said, based on seasonality, gold will push up. We've got this up wave. Regardless of the structure, regardless of the equal lows here, triple, double, whatever you call it, bottoms here, because this is a double bottom and some of them, they look for triple bottoms. Whatever you want to call it, based on seasonality and based on structure, we're expecting gold to push up from here, not from any level in the middle. Okay? And we have given basically every single point and every single level. Those of you who don't basically know about that, you can go to our social media platforms, Insta, now we are also starting TikTok, or even YouTube. You can go back and watch our previous forecasts. We have predicted this one, guys, in a very precise way. And after this up move, we're saying, guys, this one will not be going in a straight line. Market will push there because market makers will building liquidity under these lows. And we've got this one. Now, another tip. Every time they are planning to drop the market, they will make sure everybody is out before they drop. And look what they have done here. This is an ending structure for, I would say, almost all Elliott waivers. What market makers done here? They drop the market, push up, take everyone out, and then they drop. For us, we have discussed this in details during our last monthly Q&A session. And Q&A live session, guys, is for WTW member. It's recorded and will be inside the dashboard. If you'd like to get access to it, you can subscribe anytime and you will watch it. We have covered this one because it was topic about liquidity. We have covered this one in details. And what you will see here is crazy. And I'll give you a hint again. Look at this. Every time you can see market moving up slowly, expect a drop. But market makers, before they drop the market, they will try to trap retail traders in the wrong direction, want to push up, and then they fall. Every single wave here, guys, is market maker footprints. Every single wave here is one of the market makers' framework. Every single wave. This one, this one, this one, and this one. If you break down these waves, you will see the structure in a much clearer way. Because look at this. This was the correction. Want to push up, take everybody out, and then they drop. They were planning for this one, guys, way before. Regardless of any news event, regardless of what Feds are planning to do, regardless of CPI and FP, this was planned before the move. And that's why we are able to predict the next wave, because we know what they are planning. We can read this one here. And there is nothing magically, it's just based on knowledge and based on experience. Guys, traders, they don't change behavior. And that's something common. And that's why you will see patterns repeat themselves again and again and again. Market makers are making money, retail traders are losing their accounts. Why they need to change this one? Because 95% of traders, as per statistics or even more, they lose their accounts. And as per one of the hedge fund managers, 90% of traders, they lose 90% of their accounts in 90 days. Why do you think this framework will change? It will not. We might get change of the patterns, variations of the patterns, and that's why we update our traders on every single month. If we find any pattern, we update our traders straight away. And this one, just if you think about this one, you will know that the patterns repeat themselves again, again, and again, every single time. And that's why we are able to predict the next wave and make money out of it. Prediction is one part. Be able to make money out of the next wave is a different story. You have to learn how to trade correctly before you risk your money. Because if you know that this is going to the upside, and you will not be able to make 5 to 1, I would say, out of this up wave, you are losing your time and you are losing your money. All right? If you want to make just $100 for this up wave by risking $100, top trading. It's gambling. Because the difference between a gambler and a Forex trader is risk management and money management. If the gambler who goes to the casino understands the probabilities and understands the risk management, he will stop gambling right now. Because if you just think about the roulette, right? For this one, whatever you do, the casino have the high probability chance. The casino in the long term, you will win. If you can flip this one into trading by risking 1 to gain 5 or to gain 3, your win rate, it can be less than 50%, and you will still be able to make money at the end of the month. Your job is not to take a trade and make a ton of money from one single move. Your job is to make consistent money on every single month. And that's what we are making, and we are teaching our traders to do. And you see the results. You can see it on YouTube, you can see it on our website, you can see a lot of video feedbacks and a lot of funded trader challenges. Why I'm emphasizing on this one? Because guys, to pass funded trader challenge is not something easy. And our traders are the best traders in the world. You can see them here, by the way. This is our Slack group. Those of you who don't know, after you join WTW membership, after 3 months, you will gain access to this. And if you join for the yearly, you will gain access straight away. So look at this. Every single month, our traders are passing challenges. And like I said, you go to the website and you read about them. You read about the challenges. It's not easy to pass them. All right, guys, WTW members, Slack group, you are the best traders on the world. And those of you who are still in the process, you will get there. We'll help you, and you know that. So back to gold, guys. After this drop, we've got a corrective structure. This was perfect. And even the levels, you know the levels. You go to Insta, and you can watch this one. The levels were shared here step by step, wave by wave, 1870 to 1835. All right? This was shared on one of our Sunday sessions, by the way. So after this fall, we've got a corrective structure, drop, correction, drop. From here, we're expecting a reaction. We've got a corrective structure, drop, push up, all indicators out, and then the drop. And from this level, 1825, we've got the reaction. Now, what after this up move for gold? A lot of you trade gold. I know a lot of you love to trade gold. After this up wave, wait market to correct for another up move. This is the structure that I'm expecting gold to do. This structure, it can get extended. It can be just a small correction, or it might be an impulsive wave again. Based on the current structure, this is next for gold. All right, guys? Wait for market to break this top, give you a corrective structure, and after that, you can look for buy setups. Those of you are in the buy, move your stops and let the market unfold. If we get a corrective structure similar to this one, not in terms of form, not in terms of pattern, but just in terms of time. If we get a corrective structure similar to this one more fall. And time, that doesn't mean if this took 7 days, this has to take 7 days. It's not like that. Time means it's around. Like roughly, if this 7 days, this will be roughly 7 days as well. If we get a corrective structure here, another drop will be coming. The next drop will take us to under 1810. All right, guys? After this drop, what's next? And after this corrective structure and drop, a big corrective structure will start. This big corrective structure is tradable. You can trade it, and you can make a lot of money out of it as well, if you know how to trade it correctly. WTW members will update you step by step, wave by wave. 𝗘𝗃𝗿𝗆, I really hope, guys, you made money out of this up wave. After this drop, market went up, correction, up again. Now, this structure is completed, but I can still see one more push up for 𝗘𝗃𝗿𝗆. Once market will push up, I'll start to look for the reaction. For now, one more push up is coming. Those of you are not in, leave it for now. Those of you are in the buy, move your stops and let the market unfold. After this up wave, we'll expect market to react, and you can go for the sell setups. Wait for the sell setups before you jump in. Okay? Guys, I'll finish this list, and after that, I'll take all your questions. I can see a lot of questions, but I cannot read at the moment. Once I finish this one, I'll read the questions. So, silver is the same structure at the moment as gold. If we get up wave here, correction, one will push up. This up wave, it can get bigger. All right. So if you get a buy setup after a corrective structure, you can go for it. Risk small and manage your trade. This up wave, it can go all the way up to these levels. Bitcoin, perfect. Those of you are trading Bitcoin, after this up wave might give us a corrective structure. This one, the corrective structure here. Up. Another correction here. One will push up. Now, this up move is about to end. And once this up wave, guys, will end, a corrective structure will start. A big corrective structure. Alan, any example about this one? Look at this. After this up wave, we've got a corrective structure. If we get here a corrective structure, guys, Bitcoin be going all the way up without breaking this low. But if this structure, because now Bitcoin started to move up, let me give you the big picture. Even this was also covered on our social media platforms. This is an expanding flat for Bitcoin. If market give us a corrective structure, this is your confirmation that Bitcoin is going all the way up. This corrective structure is the confirmation. All right, guys, without this corrective structure, this still have one possibility for a breakdown under this low before it should back up. I'm expecting Bitcoin to go up. It's not like a question if it's going up or not. The up wave will be coming, but it's just a matter of time to take everybody out to make sure that no retail traders are in, because this drop was enough to take a lot of traders out. It was enough in terms of time, in terms of price, in terms of retracement. This guys how market move most of the times. If you not understand the retracements, if you not understand the time factor, you'll not be able to make money, because the time factor is the most important factor, not the price. This one, this axe is more important than this one. Okay, another hint for you. So after this up wave, the corrective structure is your confirmation for another push up. Without that, a drop, it might be very fast. We might break this low, correction drop one more time before the up wave. Those of you are trading Bitcoin, you can look for sell setups. Nothing wrong with that. I'm repeating, those of you are trading Bitcoin. Those of you are investing is different story. You need Bitcoin to drop to buy it cheaper. Okay? Buying from current levels, you might be in drawdown before the next up wave. Is that clear, guys? Nifty, for this one, market is correcting for another fall. If we get here a drop, and this drop, it might be just to go to 1 hour to show you. This drop, it might be just to complete a structure, a correction, another fall. This one is going to the downside. And this drop, it can go all the way down to break this low once more. But for now, if I need to take decision for Nifty, I go for the sell setups based on the current structure. And for now, any buy setup from current levels, it might be just a short-term move. If you want to buy this one, you have to wait for market to give you a big corrective structure, something similar to this one. Without this correction, the buy setups will be dangerous. All right, guys? So I'll be going to the XY, and now what I'll do, I'll go to the chat and try to read as many questions as I can. I'll give like 10, 15 minutes before I go to the next list. We are not done yet. I'll be going to this list. I'll be going to the indices after this one. After the indices, I'll be going to the other pairs. And after that, I'll take other questions and we end the session. Okay? Let me read some questions first, and then I'll get back to you. 1 second, please. So I know, guys, there are a lot of questions in the chat, but I'll try to start with the top ones. Please do not repeat the questions because you'll make the chat very big and I'll not be able to respond, right? Thank you, guys, for your kind words. First of all, dollar maxing, we'll do it in the next list. Gold, we have done that. Silver also, it's done. Tuvara, yes, you are right on that. What you have to do, you have to learn how to trade correctly before you risk your money. This is very important, guys. I'm not saying you have to join us, by the way. It's up to you to decide who to join. And I just want from you one thing, yeah? Those of you, or like whatever community you want to join, or whatever any other course you want to take, make sure to do your due diligence. Make sure to search on Google. I think, guys, a lot of you are smart enough to do your research before you join anyone, right? Search about us. Go to Google, go to Trustpilot, go to any, I would say, go to our YouTube videos. It's in front of you. None of our videos have been deleted anyway. So you go to our videos and you can check that. You go to the website. You can join the community and ask inside the community anyway. So search and make your research before you join anyone, and let them prove that they can trade live account and they are able to make money. That's very important. We have shown you our FX book previously, and we have shown you in the last 2 forecasts also how we made 82K in short time. So even more than that, right? And we are making money on a monthly basis. So we are making money from trading, and that's why our main goal is to make you independent, successful traders. And that's why we are succeeding on that. We're not making money from the courses, by the way. It's just to run the business and pay for the employees, taxes, all these stuff. So, Zuhair, thank you so much. You are the best. What is the time frame? I think I was flipping from 4 hours weekly. SPX will do it later, just in the next list. Why is such problem to trade both waves? The bank will rebalance the market when they want to show it down. Why is the such problem? Very good question, Tuvara. Once you have the bias, let's say you are biased to the upside, you should only trade in the direction of that bias. If you are trade up and down, you'll be losing in the both sides. So as example, for me, if I'm biased to the upside, I'll just go for one single trade to the upside. Any sell setup I'll ignore, any buy setup I'll go for it. If market will fall 1,000 pips on me, I will not go for the sell setups unless market will give me a clear structure that says to me, Alan, you have to sell here because your trading plan says to you, you have to sell. Before that, or before market give me this one, I will not go for any sell setup. All right. So once you have the bias, you have to go for your bias only, regardless if you are seeing any Telegram group sending signals, free signals. If you are seeing anyone saying that you have to sell right now, if you are hearing from the news that, guys, now gold is falling as example, if you are biased to the upside, you stick to your bias. Guys, the key to succeed in trading is to trust yourself first before trusting anyone else. So this is some sort of motivation we also give to our traders, and some sort of I would say psychology tips, and that's much important than knowing when the market, or like where the market is going next. Okay, it's okay from Asia. Thank you, guys. I'll take a bit long to just go into all the questions, but I'm trying to. Right, please hold on this one, guys. Thank you for your kind words. Videos, okay, perfect. Jimmy, if you have poor quality ones, need 1080. Right, I think this is done. Right, okay. 100%. This reward is the most important factor. I'm just trying to read the questions, guys. Yes, that's correct, Jimmy. Market is consistently changing. That's correct. But retail traders' behavior and market makers' footprints, it will always be here. We might get slightly change of the patterns, but this might be huge change, by the way, in terms of trading. We are keeping an eye on this one, and we are backtesting and searching for our members on a daily basis. If you are trying to copy trades, you won't know when exactly. 100%. That's exactly the case, Jimmy. So Jimmy is saying if you are trying to go for signals or copy trades, you might not be able to execute this correctly. Well, like I said, guys, it's up to you, right? You are smart enough to do research and know what you have to do. Really good to be with WTW members. Thank you, Ahmed. especially with John. Yes, thank you so much for your kind word. WTW provide. Thank you, Ahmed. Again, gold. We have done that. Yes, all the pairs will be covered, guys. Just after I finish the question, I'll go for the next list. Thank you, Chun. Robert, Aussie dollar is setting for a big move upwards. So if we go back to Aussie dollar, if this will turns out to be a corrective structure, Robert, yes, the next move will be towards the upside. For now, one push down is very possible. If this turns out to be a corrective structure, yes, one push up to break this top is very possible. All right. For now, we still need more waves. This structure is not completed as yet. All right, Robert. For us, the structure is not completed yet. Bitcoin, we have done that. Dollar will be downtrend. Wanted, yeah. So dollar yen, it's not in a downtrend. Dollar yen, it's going up for now. And if this gives us a corrective structure, one push up will be coming. For now, I'm expecting this to give me a corrective structure first. If this will be a corrective structure similar to this one, another push up will be coming. Unless something happened fundamentally for the yen. You know what's happening in Japan, right? And BOJ. If BOJ will announce something, and remember the administration about BOJ and what's happening in Japan, if this will change the structure, then yen will be falling, dollar yen will be falling. For now, based on the current structure, correction, one push up. Why you not consider volumes in your analysis? Come to success, we don't need that. That's the very short answer. It's not needed. WTW concept is I would say almost perfect. And by the way, guys, those of you have a working concept, yeah, or if you are making money based on your trading plan or trading methodology, do not try to optimize it. It might be something weird, but just saying this is based on experience as well. If you have something working, if you're making 5%, 10%, 15% per month, do not try to optimize it to make 100% per month. You might fall, okay? This is an advice for, I would say, successful traders. Rasika Allen, can you please break down the current structure of pound yen and euro New Zealand? Pound yen, we have done that. Euro New Zealand, we'll do it in the next list. Rasika? Tuvara, can he not channel liquidity? We're trying the virtual future. I didn't get the question, Tuvara. In terms of liquidity, it's a big topic. If I need to explain this one now, we might take another 30 to 45 minutes. Yes, that's correct. Marcin, yes, that's correct. And for this one, once YouTube will do the processing for HD version, it will be different. Can you please add US30 in your weekly video? So for US30, I'll cover it in the next list. Just I'm trying to read the question for now. If there's any important question, I'll just answer it before I jump to the next question. Gold reacted from 1820, not from 1825. Yeah, but it's just 5 points, right? I like your analysis. Excellent. Thank you, Yusuf. Pound Swiss, please. Yes, we'll do pound Swiss in the next dollar Mexican as well. So corrective structure, yeah? It's temporary area of fair value. So the corrective structure, if you want to combine it with fair value gaps and the smart money concept, you can do that. It's not mandatory, but you can do that if you would like more precision, I would say. New Zealand Swiss will do it in the next one. There's a lot of questions. I'm just trying to read them all to not skip anyone. But please do not repeat it under, because this will make the session too long, right? Ahmed, short concept of liquidity. Like I said, liquidity topic is very important, but like if I need to cover it right now, it will take too long. It will take, like I said, 30 to 45 minutes. Can you please analyze NASDAQ for me? I will do the NASDAQ, guys. Like I said, in the next list. I'm just trying to see if there's any question for the red list. If gold go to 1950 zone for a short sell scalping, 1850. Let's double check. 1950, you said, right? Let's double check. 1950. If gold be going to this level, it's going to break the top. The street tariff. DXY it could be zigzag. So zigzag, guys, is Elliott wave pattern, which is subdivided into 535. And this one we do not cover it in WGW concept. It's different. The way we see the waves and inside the waves, or how the waves will be subdivided, is different. So DXY, all it's doing at the moment, this is the first wave of the next structure, or a corrective structure for another drop. That's all. Can we have Bitcoin 15 minutes? Bitcoin 15 minutes. Usually we do not go to these time frames, but I just go for you for this one, and that's all. So for this one, nothing here in the 15 minutes. Anytime market will break the top and you want to trade Bitcoin, if you are trading Bitcoin, anytime market breaks the top, you want to go for this sell, you can go for it. Just because it's around 25K levels. It's not because any other thing. Is the membership have trial? Madar, no, we don't have trial for the membership. Guys, please, just one thing, yeah? We do not discuss price here at Twitter Race, we discuss value. Just think about the value that you will get. We are teaching how to make money for the end of your life. And if you cannot afford 115 pounds per month, try to watch the weekly forecast for free. You'll be able to learn something every single time. If you want to jump to the next level, you join. Otherwise, you are free to watch the weekly forecast for free on every weekly forecast, every single week. Please, can we analyze NASDAQ? Yes, we'll do that. The video quality will be, I think, processed by YouTube later on. Thank you, Prem. Is there any fundamentals for yen weakness? Yes, you might hear some fundamentals next week. Tariq. Thanks. Great. Thank you, guys. I'm thinking a bit long in read the questions because I'm trying to not skip anyone. Yeah, 30 will do it, guys. Like we said, please do not type the message again. Same message. I'm reading them one by one. Dollar Mexican will do it in the next list. Shining star, like I said, short concept about liquidity. I just covered one in regards to the uptrend, the downtrend, but the concept of liquidity is a big topic. Just Pay attention to the double tops, double bottoms, and pay attention to the major highs and lows. This will help you. To understand it correctly, you need to understand wave analysis, or you need to learn wave analysis, because this will be crazy combination. Candle analysis for Mexican will do that. What's your bias for nat gas? We'll cover nat gas shortly. Nat gas is a different story. Dorian, we have done that. Pound Aussie load in the next list. So will gold reach 1960? Yes, without looking at charts, because this question, will gold reach 1960? Market can do whatever it wants to do. So if you want to just rephrase the question, is the gold going to reach, let's say, 1960? Is it a high probability chance move for gold to reach 1960? At the moment, it can. If we get a correction on push up, and this will turns out to be a push up, an impulsive wave, and this will be supported by the fundamentals, the structure is ready. But at the moment, I can see this correcting for one more drop before the up wave. If this one will push up from here and start correcting, and this will be an impulsive move, yes, it can go all the way up to break the top once more. It's not something I can see at the moment. If something globally happens, yes, this can go all the way up to break the top, 100%. Right, so Omer is saying, if dollar yen is going up, how can Aussie dollar goes up? So that's the deal. We do not look at correlation. If dollar is the moving factor, they'll be moving in the same direction as example, euro dollar and pound dollar. If not dollar is the factor, if let's say yen is the factor, there's no relation between Aussie dollar and pound New Zealand as example. All right. So we do not look at correlation. We mainly look at structure first, and anything else comes later. Fundamental analysis, structure first, anything else comes later. Okay. Pound dollar, we have done that. Yes, the video will be posted on YouTube as soon as we finish the live session. All right. You from country? I'm from Lebanon, guys. My origin is from Lebanon. You can watch it later. It will be, yes, it will be recorded 100%. And the XY can be for fast 3 waves of impulsive and market will correct. So the XY, can it be? So if I understood the question correctly, if you are mentioning this a 3-wave structure, yes, it can be 3, it can be 5, it can be any corrective wave. So if this will be a corrective structure, after this up wave, we're expecting market to go to 105. Once market tap 105 levels, we'll see the reaction. If we get a correction after 105, another push-up will be coming. If we get a sharp down, this might be going all the way to break this low once more, which I'm not expecting at the moment. Okay. Danny is asking, your concept is the same with Elliott waves? It's not. It's based on Elliott waves, but it's a combination of more than one methodology. Jansen, if you have any question regarding this one, you can send us a private message. Okay. RR, all right. Welcome to the session. Please consider some discount membership. Guys, I'm really like afraid we cannot do that. Okay. Right. So let's jump to the next list. Also, during this one, I give you a lot of tips as well and a lot of advice. And once you rewatch this one, try to take notes, guys, because taking notes is very important. Okay. Now, if you go to the indices, yes, Daniel Bone, for this one, you know that we're biased to the upside here. If I go to the 4 hours, market gave us a corrective structure, another push up. As you can see, you broke the top. If we get a correction, another push up will be coming as well here for this one. For now, all of you took the buy from here or from here, move your stops and let the market unfold. If we get a correction, one more drop will be coming. Those of you are scalpers, you can trade this one to the downside because a corrective structure is a high probability chance move for now. Okay. SXY. This is a consolidation, a corrective structure for one more push up. I'll be going quickly to this one, and after that, I'll jump to the other pairs. JXY, this is the yen index. This structure, guys, it can get extended, which means if this will be falling, dollar yen will be pushing back up, pound yen will be pushing back up. If this will fall, correction down, after this corrective structure, yen index will push back up. For now, it's going down. Unless something changed fundamentally, this is down for now. Okay, I'm just giving you the short-term move, and after this, we'll update you later. This one, it's, I think, the same structure as Aussie dollar. We have just explained this. CXY, market is correcting here for one more push up. This one, it can go up to break this top and this top once more. Okay, so those of you are trading this one or trading the cat pairs, you know what to do in this one. This is pushing up for now based on the current structure. DAX, a lot of you trade DAX. I'm expecting this one to give us a corrective structure. This corrective structure will be similar to this one minimum. If this turns out to be a big corrective structure, this can turn out to be an impulsive wave. For now, any buy setup from current levels, I will ignore it because this might be the structure, just to let you know, for another fall. But minimum, we're expecting market to give us this fall. And those of you who trade DAX, you know that you can make a lot of money just with few points here. Okay? DGI and UF30. This corrective structure started to be complex. What I can see here, one push up, one more push down, another up wave, another drop before the next structure. So I'm expecting this one to be in a ranging mode for now. Anytime you want to go for the sell setup, wait for market to break these tops, and you go for the sells. For now, if I'm trading this one, I'll be going for sell setups. Any buy setup, I will ignore it from current levels. Until market gives me the bigger corrective structure that I'm waiting for, no buy setups. For now, the sell setups. DJI and UF30, the same thing. Okay? Now, Japan, 225. This is correcting. Once this corrective structure will finish, I'm expecting this to push up. The next level, 28K. Okay? I believe this was also covered during last live session as well. All right? HSI, more downside. This one will give us a corrective structure for another fall. Those of you are watching, guys, after we finish this list, we'll go to the next one, which will be the other pairs. But a lot of you also trade indices. NASDAQ, short term, this will be going up. If I get a buy setup, I might be going for this one. Those of you are trading NASDAQ, look for your buy setups short term, because after this up wave, everything can change. FTSE, I really hope, guys, some of you remember this forecast. We have posted this a few weeks ago, and we said market will give us a corrective structure similar to this one before the next upwave that will reach 8K. Do you remember that? So this was a corrective structure, and market went up to the 8K. From this level, we want the market to talk to us. After this upwave, any sell setup I get, I might go for it. And if you are trading FTSE, make sure to risk small and wait for your setups. Jumping in is dangerous, but market here is ready to fall for me. So any sell setup I get, I'll go for it. And if you want to go for this one, guys, I'm repeating, make sure to risk small. All right? The structure is completed, by the way. SPX, market is correcting for another upwave. So guys, I think you know the trades for these ones, yeah? Everything I'm drawing, you know the direction and you know the trades. I'm also giving you the level step by step. The next level for this one, it will be 42.7. Aussie 200, how many of you remember this? We posted this one also on YouTube 2 weeks ago, and we said this will be falling. The next direction or the next trade is towards the downside. And look at this. I showed you at the start of the session this structure. And this is basically the similar structure as pound. Let me go to pound again. You might not be able to see it, but just to give you the hint, this structure is the same thing. Every time you see market going down slowly or going up slowly, expect the next wave to be sharp in the opposite direction. Make sense? And this structure is the same here. Look at this. It's the same here. Okay? So market was losing momentum, and after that, we've got one push up, take everybody out, and then the drop. Correction, drop, correction, drop. If you are in the sell, make sure to manage your trades. I can see this one correcting for another fall. All right? Now, let's go to the other pairs, and once I finish this one, we will go, guys, to your questions again. Dollars are. I know a lot of you also trade this pair, and this gives also a clear structures: up, correction, up, correction, up. Anytime market here can start a big corrective structure. So if market gives us a corrective structure here, another fall will be coming. Dollars is ready to start a corrective structure, a bigger one similar to this one, minimum, or it can fall more, because this is the structure. For now, if this will turns out to be the expanding flat that we are waiting for, this will be falling. It's not ready. Just to let you know, it's not ready in terms of waves. The structure is in the making. Wait for the corrective structure before you go for the sell. Those of you are biased to the downside. And those of you who were in the buy here, make sure, guys, to take profits. A big corrective structure will start anytime. Dollar Mexican, this is very important. A lot of you are trading this anyway. This was an expanding flat. I'm giving you guys some of the patterns in this session so you can go back and back test it. Okay? So this was an expanding flat, like I said. After this drop, market gave us a corrective structure, another drop. A lot of traders, guys, who trade smart money concept, they took a buy from here, thinking that this will be going all the way up to break this top. And that's why if you don't know how to combine the methodologies together, you will be lost, or I would say you will get a win rate that it can be optimized. Okay, but for this one, after this drop, we've got another corrective structure, one more fall. Anytime this can go up, but based on this structure, I can see this falling more. One more drop, another up wave. Anytime this can start the up move as a corrective structure. If we go to the big picture, just to let you know why a lot of people are looking to trade dollar Mexican, every time market is correcting, and I think we have mentioned this one in one of our Sunday sessions as well, you will see this up wave. Every time market is correcting, even if it will break this low, just to be precise here about something, another up wave. So even if market go down to break this low, another up wave will be coming. This up wave, it might be impulsive or corrective. So look at the similarity of the patterns. I showed you Aussie dollar expanding flat. I'm showing you here this dollar Mexican pattern, and I showed you the losing momentum pattern. Look at this. The next up wave will be sharp and fast. Dollar Swiss, for this one, guys, anytime market give us a corrective structure, you look for sell setup short term. This might be a short-term trade. If this will turns out to be a move that will break this low, perfect. You are in the trade, your stop loss is at break even, and let the market unfold. If this will turns up to be an up move, it's not the best buy for now. This is a sell at the moment for me. Okay. EURUSD, this is correcting up. So anytime market can start to fall again. Right, guys? If I get a sell setup for EURUSD, I'll go for this sell. If market will be pushing up without any sell setup, let it go without me. Any sell setup from current levels, I'll go for this sell because this has a tendency to go down to break this low once more. Euros, it's messy, but I'm biased to the downside. Anytime market give us a sell setup, I'll be looking for sells. This might be the structure here for another drop, and this might be a massive structure anyway. It's not a clear, it's not a perfect setup, a perfect structure. Anytime market gives me a sell setup, I'll be going for it. Euro New Zealand, I also like this pair. Also, this pair has the tendency to make expanding flats usually. This was an expanding flat here, up, correction, up. And this is a corrective structure at the moment. I'm going to this time frame, guys, just to show you that this drop, it might repeat here. So if euro will be falling and New Zealand will be going up, this will be crazy move. Okay. Do not jump in, do not over risk, follow us on a weekly basis. And once this will be ready, we'll update you during the live sessions. For me, anytime market will give me a sell setup, I'll be going for it from current levels or from above this top. The structure is ready for another fall. And you know how this will be falling once it needs to fall. It falls 500, 700 pips in one day, sometimes. Euro pound, let me go just to the 4 hours. This structure, guys, it will be falling before it goes back up. Those of you are in the sell, even some of our members who are in the sell, make sure to manage your trade, because this sell, it might turn out to be another structure for this expanding here, one will push up. The bigger picture showing us a drop, but this structure is not ready for the sell as yet. We need more waves here before the next structure. For now, a drop, one will push up before the next wave if market needs to fall. This structure is known to us, especially after the sharp up, sharp down. We broke this top. WT down numbers, you know the structure. Euro yen, also anytime market gives me a sell setup, I'll be going for it, noting that market can push up to 145 before the next fall. But if you're gonna go for the sell, make sure to risk small and make sure, guys, to not jump in, because even this can fall anytime. 145 is still a level that market can reach before the next drop. This, by the way, is a complex structure, and the next fall will be something similar to this one, minimum. Euro Swiss, you know that this is a corrective structure, one push up, another fall. We are still biased to the downside for this one. Pound CAD, this is massive at the moment. I will leave it. Regardless what the market will do, I will not take any trade here. For Pound CAD, from this level, there was a buy setup, 100%. But from current levels, market can do anything. It's a 50-50 probability chance. That's why I will leave it and I'll focus on other pairs. Pound Swiss, market went in and looks like we'll get another drop. Under this low, the structure will be completed. And this one, it can fall, give us a corrective structure, another drop before it starts to move up. This structure, guys, it can get complex. And the next up wave, it will be something similar to this one. Now, is this ready to push up? I don't think so. Even if it does, it's not the best structure. Even if this is ready to push up, it's not the best trade and it's not the best move, I would say. Okay? So I will leave it and focus on other pound pairs. Pound O's, this is correcting. After this corrective structure, another drop will be coming. This drop will be similar to this one. I'm giving you guys the similarity so you know how many pips you can make out of the next wave. All right. So then is the trade. Pound New Zealand, after market finishing this up wave, another drop will be coming. And this drop, it might take us all the way down to break this low once more. So this is a corrective structure for now. Anytime market gives you a new up wave or a new buy setup here, try to ignore it and focus on the sell setups. Sell is the move here. Aussie Swiss, guys, this was also one of our trades that was shared during our Sunday sessions. This was an expanding flat and market started to fall. Correction drop, anytime market corrects, another fall will be coming. Aussie CAD, same thing. If this turns out to be a corrective structure, another fall will be coming here. Aussie Yen, I will leave this one. I'll focus on other Aussie pairs. This is still in the making. I will leave it and I'll focus on other pairs. If Yen will be pushing, if Yen basically will be falling, this one will push back up. So first thing first, short term is up. Now, if this will be a corrective structure, just to give you another hint, if this will be a corrective structure, another fall will be coming. So do not go for this by thinking that this will be going like this. No, this will be just to complete a structure before the next drop. Okay? I'm trying to find for you just an example so you know what I'm referring to. It will be something similar to this one, but in the bigger degree. All right? Aussie New Zealand, I'll be looking for my sell setups here. Anytime market gives me a sell setup, I'll be going for the sell. Can you see how market is going slowly to the upside? Start to lose momentum. Every new top will be the potential last top before the drop. And this drop, guys, will take liquidity under this low, this one, and this one. The next level is 1.0850. If market will drop from here, I'll be taking profits here at 1.0850. All right? New Zealand Swiss, I'm looking for my buy setups here. And this up wave, guys, it might go all the way up to this level, 0.59. This is the first level that I'm expecting market to tap. If I get a buy setup, I'll go for this trade to the upside. New Zealand Yen, if this will be going up due to New Zealand and due to Yen, this is also a trade that I can look for. It's not the best trade, but if you are trading New Zealand Yen, the buy is towards the upside. One will push up for this. New Zealand CAD, the structure, guys, is ready. And make sure to wait for a corrective structure before you go for the buy. The structure for New Zealand CAD is ready for an up wave. So I think, guys, I'm trying to say to you indirectly what trades to look for and what pairs to trade, what pairs to ignore. All right. So for this one, make sure to wait for market to correct before I push up. If we will get one more drop, any new low will be the potential last low. I showed you this one, guys, more than once. This is an ending structure, by the way. And if I need to show you examples, I can go from here to New Zealand dollar daily just to show you the example of ending structure. Okay. It's not ending down in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or whatever labeling you want to label. It's the structure. The structure, guys, is the king. The structure is the key. This is called an ending structure. And the same pattern in inverse, we can see it here now. Other pairs, New Zealand CAD. If I go to this one, look at this. This is also an ending structure here. Anytime market give us a corrective structure, you go for the buy setups. Make sense? This up wave, it might be sharp, fast, and the next, I would say, big target for this one, it will be 0.86, which means from 84 to 86. 𝗘𝗃𝗿𝗆, this was perfect. And by the way, this was one of our trades of the week shared on our last Sunday session. Guys, during our Sunday sessions, we gave trades of the week with the levels, with the entries, and with the stop loss time to time. Okay, so what's next for this one? If this is a corrective structure, one more push up will be coming. This is now a complex structure, but all of you are in the sell. Make sure, guys, to take profits. The next move for this one is towards the upside for now. Okay, it's not a perfect structure, I would say. This is in the middle, and this is a massive structure. But if you would like to trade 𝗘𝗃𝗿𝗆, now the trade is towards the upside, or now the move is towards the upside. Okay, drop was the trade to the downside. So if you get in the sell, you must have made money. CAD, this is correcting from push up. Okay, after this up wave, we will see the structure. For now, I will leave it and focus on other pairs. Swiss yen, also, this was a news trade shared on our last Sunday session. Sunday session was somewhere here, and we said, guys, look for your buy setups first. After the buy setup, you look for sell setups. After this up move, market gave us a correction up, and now it's correcting again. Anytime market can fall, but this corrective structure, it can take us all the way to 147 level. If market go to 147 level and give us a reaction, this is the best place to look for short. Remember, the structure is ready to fall. Okay, but anytime market make a new high, make sure to look for sell setups and do not jump in, because this can correct up until we touch 146.5 to 147. Okay, once we touch these levels, market will be falling again, or we'll get a reaction. This one, I think you remember the levels 910 and below. This is the 910 here. Market is falling, and this is 910. This is the reaction. Okay, this for WTW members, by the way. We have covered this one in details on Sunday session. So what's next here? Anytime market can start to correct upwards. Those of you are in the sell or who took the sell here, make sure, guys, to take partial profits or take all your profits. I'm expecting market to give us a corrective structure similar to this one, minimum, which is something like that, minimum. Okay, not gas. For this one, guys, anytime market will start to give you this up wave. What's happening with nat gas? This is, guys, political pressure. All of you know the global situation about Russia regarding the war that's happening in Europe. This is purely politics. This drop, guys, is basically to make things worse, and not only because of politics. If they need to manipulate this, they can bring it a way more down. And this drop, remember what's happened to US oil 2 years ago, to US oil contracts, right? So if they need to repeat this one, they can repeat it with any other commodity. Now, for this one, investment point of view, this is a perfect time to buy. Not also perfect, but it's a perfect level to buy from. Because if you go to the weekly chart, where do you think this will be going? Can this go to zero? No, it's not logical, right? So this is the next wave for nat gas. This is the next wave. This is the next wave. And this is the next wave here. Anytime market can repeat these waves. They are making sure here also, like I said, this drop is purely politics. Now, political pressure on Nasdaq pushed it under 2.5. What this means? This means here, anytime you can see the reaction. And for this one, guys, if I need to buy this, the next move will be something like this to that side. Now, I'll show you something in regards to structure. Look at this. Remember this one, okay? I'll take you now to the DXY. And look at this. Can you see the similarity of the structure? Regardless of who is fighting who regarding the nat gas, regardless of what they are planning to do, regardless of non-manipulation, regardless who is in of the big players, of the big guys, I don't care. Look at the structure here and look at the structure here. Are you able to see the similarity? Anytime this can push up like this, okay? So those of you are trading nat gas, make sure, guys, to look for buy setups. This might be a great investment opportunity. Yes, this is falling. It's falling slowly, but the next up wave will be huge and it will be something similar to this one. All right, guys? I'm trying to show you indirectly some patterns, some structures that we look at, and just to show you how important is the experience and how important it is to know what the market is doing and to not be afraid of taking the next trade. Ethereum, this one, guys, is correcting and it's pushing up. This is up for now, okay? This is up. This is a corrective structure and market is pushing up. If we look at this wave from here, if we get a correction, another push up will be coming. For now, going to the daily chart is the same structure as Bitcoin. Nothing changed here. But this one is here at the moment. Just to give you also one more hint why this can fall once more to break the low, I'm not basically counting on any fundamentals. I'm just talking purely structures and wave analysis. This one can fall exactly from here under this low, break this low, and then start to push back up. Why? Because this will complete the 5-wave structure. Regardless of the fundamentals, regardless of what's happening in the world, this is what the structure and this is what wave analysis is saying. One more drop is possible before the next up wave. So those of you who missed the up move, you might get a better entry. 1K or 1800. It will be the best entry for Ethereum. Now, those of you are basically wondering if this will keep pushing to the upside like that, jump in. Simple as that. All right? Jump in means like if you want to go for this buy, make sure to risk this one. If Bitcoin if Ethereum will be going to zero, you are risking small portion of your account or small portion of your portfolio or small portion of your money. Do not go all in. It's not gambling here. It's investment. Investing, guys, is about risking your money wisely. All right? Now, this list, guys, is finished. I go for the questions again. Please do not repeat it. I go back to read some of the questions and we'll take it from there, right? The next part of this one, I'll answer the question and I'll explain you what is the next part. Just give me a few seconds. So, Wakas, can you make background white? Cannot see. Basically, the white background is for the YouTube forecast that is published on a weekly basis. For this one, I'm using this black, so I will see the patterns clearly personally. Those Swiss, we have done that. Please watch the recording later. Shining Star. Why do you love to use 4-hour time frame? It's not about loving the 4-hour time frame. It's about basically knowing what time frame is the most powerful time frame for your bias. Because the bias is not in the 5 minutes or 1 minute time frame. The bias is always in the higher time frames. The decision-making process is in lower time frames. All the best. Thank you, PC. Dollar Swiss, we have done that. Please watch the recording later if you have missed it. That's correct. Why does a wave expires? Why does a wave it's not expires? Basically, the wave gets completed. Okay, there's no wave that expires. It gets completed. Okay, gets completed means, guys, the market makers are done with their framework, and then they need to flip the market to tap more retail traders in the other direction, and then take the liquidity. So usually the market moves from a liquidity zone to another liquidity zone. Once you understand the liquidity concept, like I said, it was covered in the last monthly Q&A session. Even if you took the course, this lesson was covered last month. So it's a new lesson. It's in the dashboard. And by the way, this guy's the dashboard, just to show you something here. This is how the dashboard looks like. And once you subscribe to WTW membership, you will get access to this. First thing first, Masterclass course. And this Masterclass course includes all the lessons with lesson notes. So if I open this one, just to show you how lesson notes looks like again, this is the lesson notes. So under every chapter, you will have the lesson notes in different languages. So this is English, Spanish, French, Chinese, Arabic as well, and Hindi, right? Or Urdu. Also, this is the weekly live sessions and the trades of the week as well. You can see the trades of the week here. I'll not open it right now. Trades of the week, month, year. They are posted in the pictures as well. Monthly Q&A sessions also are posted with the archive. So the monthly Q&A sessions are recorded and they will be in your dashboard every time you go for it. Also, the useful links are here. A lot of user and a lot of tips. These psychology tips are very important, guys, for your psychology. Okay. To know about WTW membership, you can go to our website and probably pricing page and read everything. Before you go here, I wanted to go first to the homepage, scroll down and read everything, guys. Go to the website, search about us, check these ones, check also how many members have passed this one. Go to our Insta and search about us. Okay. We Trade Waves, guys, is the only solution for you. I'm telling you. Sadly, coming away, removing. Okay. Where can I find you? Okay. Yeah, guys, please don't spam. This session is for your knowledge and for your education. Okay. Once you watch it, try to take notes. Thank you so much. No problem, Danny. Yeah, 30, we have done that. This was the recording. Janson, probably this is not the channel that you have to be in at the moment. Wish you good luck in your trading. Yeah, 30, we have done that. This was the recording. I don't hear about my question. I didn't get your question. LLP. Love you guys. Thank you. If you have 30 as uptrend, then is euro dollar or pound dollar goes same uptrend? Not necessarily. LLP. So watch the recording to know the directions of pound dollar, euro dollar, and US 30. If dollar is the factor, the moving factor, then you know basically how they will be moving. And New Zealand Swiss in daily one. So New Zealand Swiss in daily chart, okay, has completed the regular flat, isn't it? I'm looking for buy setups on this pair. So Robin is asking for New Zealand Swiss daily chart. Yes, that's correct. So New Zealand Swiss, if market gives us a buy setup, we will be going for the buy setups. Trade with care, you risk small, right? Right. Let me just do one thing here. And this one. Okay. I'm just seeing, guys, some more questions. By the way, guys, the trades of the week for WTW members, they will be posted in your dashboards and they will be covered next Wednesday. From the charts and based on your learnings, you'll know basically what trades to look for, right? To be more precise on this one, we'll update your dashboards either tomorrow or on Wednesday. We'll share with you the trades of it because it's not fair to share it on YouTube, okay? But based on what I was covering, I think you've got an idea of what to look for. So, Roman, AUB Bank, okay, daily time frame. Can you analyze that, please? So, guys, I will not analyze a lot of stocks because stocks, you have to do your due diligence on it. You have to look for every single cheat for the stock, but I'll just try to do this. I hope that this is correct, unless for you the structure for this one, and after that we take it from there. 4 hours. Let's go to the daily first. or weekly. This is just correcting. I will not take any decision on the stock. It's just going up and down. So this is just an ranging mode at the moment. Every time market goes down, you go for the buy setup. Wait for market to go for this level, 580, and then you go for the buy setups if you are looking to buy this one. Okay, it's in ranging mode, and the next buy setup will be at 580. Amazing analysis. Thank you, Muna. Is there any link between US30 and Euro? No, there is no link. A chain link, please. Okay, Charbel, let's check chain link. Well, this is moving up. Structurally, it's ready to push up. Okay? If you are in the buy, make sure to move your stops and manage your trades. This is ready to push up. Because you know, these guys, by the way, the crypto, you know, basically how they are pumping some of the altcoins nowadays. So also these altcoins, you can basically trade them based on wave analysis. All of them, they are making crazy structures. Like some structures, it's not, because guys, wave analysis is about analyzing the math psychology of all market participants. It's applicable anywhere. XRP, let's go for XRP. I don't like it, but up is the wave now. Up is the move. Short term, up. If you are trading this one, is up. Pico. Ripple, that's done. What's the small time frame you go? Mikhail, the smallest time frame I go for personally is 15 minutes, but it's not always as well. I stick to 4 hours, 1 hour, and the smallest time frame I go for is 15 minutes after I do my full analysis. That's not fair. If you open the chart and go to 15 minutes, you'll be lost. Can you see 𝗘𝗃𝗿𝗆 correcting down to 99 before going higher? Hank, let's see 𝗘𝗃𝗿𝗆. This is 𝗘𝗃𝗿𝗆 to 99. Let's go to 4 hours. 99 is here. Yeah, it can 100% do that. Correction won't push up. It can do that, yes. Hank. But if it does that, this is not the best trade to the upside, all right? Just to be clear on this. In terms of structure, in terms of the bias, yes, it can do that, but it's not the best trade. The best trade was from under. This YouTube recording is higher education for you. Thank you, Robert. This correction really takes more time than the impulse. Mikhail, yes. As a guideline, yes. But knowing the structures and knowing the trends and combining structures with trend, with smart money concept, with Elliott waves, is a crazy source, because corrections, you should not always, or like, it's not always about waiting for corrections. You can trade inside the correction every single wave. And that's what sometimes we do, okay? And also the difference between a pullback and a correction, once you master wave analysis, you'll be able also to trade the pullbacks as well, which is something crazy. Why do you think I was able to make the consistent profits in the video that I showed you in the for the 82K for this one? Because of the experience and trading every single wave if possible. Okay. You should, by the way, it's not something that you have to do, but if you are able to do it, why not? You should not be afraid of taking the trade. Okay. Guys, those who are watching, keep watching, because I have a message for you at the end, and it will be something you might need, by the way. Motivational message. Are you going to apply? Are you going to upload this live? Yes, I'm going to upload this one later for sure. Definitely will watch it again. Yes, guys, I wanted to watch it again, take notes and practice. Usually we don't do that, but because tomorrow we'll not have the live Sunday session as usual, T is traveling. That's why I have decided to go live this week on YouTube, and this way we cover all the pairs. I give you some tips. I thank you for your likes and comments on weekly basis, and I make sure that none of you will be losing his account. Now, if you will not follow the tips, If you will not trust what we are telling you, that's a different story. You have amazing passion for this. 100%. Yes, I have the passion. If you, if I need basically to analyze the charts, I can stay here for the next 10 hours, but not today. Definitely was perfect. If you consider fundamentals, then kindly explain how to trade on news. Very good question, LLP. I do not trade news. All right. And remember one single, I would say, golden tip. And guys, write this down. This is very important, okay? Based on this perfect question. News cause volatility in the market, but market always follow a certain direction defined by a structure. Any proof? Go back to the XY. The structure was telling us the XY has to move up. So we forecasted this up wave before the news here and before the news here, before NFP, before CPI. So the news cause volatility in the market, but market always follow a certain direction defined by a structure. So if you master the structure, you'll be able to trade the news in a better way, okay? But gambling the news is a different story. That's what 90% of traders, they do. And that's why I'm pushing you to learn how to trade correctly before you risk your money. If 115 pounds is too much for you, I'm afraid, but trading is not something that you can rely on. Because in one single trade, you can make 1 year of subscription. And the knowledge that you will get is something, guys, unbelievable. Trust me on that. That's not from what I'm saying. This based on our traders' feedbacks. We have traders who were in other communities. They joined us and they passed from the trader challenges. They are succeeding. They are making progress. And I'm not saying all our members are succeeding. All I am saying, a big number, a big chunk of them are succeeding. The next part is making progress, because every single one has his own risk management ability. Every single one has his own different account size, his own life, his own, you know what I mean? So trading is subjective. We teach you how to analyze the charts and how to trade correctly. That's all you need to make money for the rest of your life. If you decide to keep doing what you are doing, I assume you are here because you don't know what the market will be doing next, all right? And if you don't know what the market will be doing next, you have to learn from someone. From who to learn? I said to you before, you are smart enough to do your research, okay? And let other members and let other, I would say, coaches, communities, anyone else, let them prove that they can make money out of trading. Let them show you a live account that they are able to make money from a live account and not from one trade. Forget about any screenshot from MT4 that he make, like whatever. From any Telegram channel, like he send you a screenshot of MT4 winning trade. It might be a demo account. Let them prove you from a 3, 4 months, 6 months that they are making money on a consistent basis. That's the one that you have to trust. Okay, we have like a great community. You have like a good reviews on Trustpilot. You have good reviews on Google. Try to do your own research before you join anyone, and forget the money. Okay, we talk value here. What we give you is something crazy. It's all you need if you are really serious about trading. Okay, anything else, you might be wasting your time. You might be wasting your money. It's your decision anyway. So, a lot of them represent hedge fund. All right. Hi, Alan. Do you think of cats with daily chart? You look for recording, please. All right. You will get the answer. Otherwise, I believe you are one of our members. We'll cover this in details next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we will be with you guys to cover everything else. What's your minimum risk to reward? Do you have the fixed risk to? And Mikhail, yes, I usually go for 3 to 1 in terms of risk reward. But once the trades start to move in my direction, I start to move my entry to my stop loss to the entry level. And remember, guys, all the tips that we give on our YouTube channels are based on experience. You might not find it on Google or anywhere else, because this is based on experience. It's pure experience, right? As example, you have to move your stops in the direction of the trade. This means the stop needs to be moving up if you are in the buy, and vice versa if you are in the sell. Okay. Thank you, Kofi. as one of the senior traders at 72 years old. Robert, thank you. I think 50-50 chance, or there are a lot of variation of WG pattern. Do you have take rates on that only? Mikhail, I know what you are referring to. If you join us and you go for the community, you will get something else, all right? So you will know exactly what to do, what pattern to trade, and what pattern to not trade. When do you expect market to give you a running flat, and when to expect market to give you an expanding flat? If you have to trade the contracting flat, or how to trade the contracting flat. All of this, guys, is covered in details. And like I said, it's in one single course, one single masterclass, and you will get all the benefits once you join WTW membership. I don't want you guys to lose your accounts. That's why I'm saying try it for 1 month. If you don't like it, you can cancel. No problem. There is no lock-in period. Okay, try it and see how it goes. Thank you. I am saying I was on YouTube for a year and a half. I'm now in the class. It was worth every penny. Thank you. I am. Hey, Alan, nice to hear you. Thank you, Arman. Take the course. Yeah, guys, I don't want to be like a bit pushy on you, like to join, but I'm just giving you advice on how to save your time and money. That's all. So this is the last session, guys, and we'll end the session. All right. So 1890. I have a buy on gold 1890. Let's have a look. 1819. Crazy entry. Amazing. Well done. Well done. LIP, I said to you, no, there is no link. Amazing session, Alan. Joining today has been an amazing investment for me. The learning and community is priceless. Thank you, Regina. And we are proud of every single of you guys. Every single one of you trade mates. You are the best traders, guys. If not now, tomorrow. If not tomorrow, next month or the next year maximum. And you know, like, we are doing our best to bring the best value for you. Guys, with that note, I wish you a great trading week and see all of you next Saturday. And WTW members, we will see all of you this Wednesday. And those of you are not in yet for our WTW membership, this is the thing. This is all the benefits that you can get. Like I said, give it a try. You won't regret it. Thank you, guys. Speak to you later on. Good luck.